Some solid defense there by Nene.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Inside. Here's Middleton. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
Lillard dishes to Gallinari. Charlotte no good that time either.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Smart. Here's Okafor. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
And look, rightfully disappointed with how they've played here over the course of this run.
Yeah, you know, they haven't looked good at all here lately. Something has to change for him, and we'll see what he's got coming out of the timeout.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Hornets trail by 6. Three-pointer, Lillard. And again, the Hornets missing. Last season, the Charlotte Hornets had a dreadful offense. Worst effective field goal percentage mark in the league. Effective field goal percentage being your field goal percentage with the value of the shot factored in. Again, more analytics for us to look at.
Yeah, and this is a way to break down that analytic in an abbreviated fashion. Field goal percentage is a pretty good indicator of how good your offense is.
Charlotte calls timeout.
And for the Hornets, they're league worst in terms of field goal efficiency. And for the Hornets, their league worst effective field goal percentage means they didn't take a lot of threes, and they still missed a ton of shots. And guys, that's a recipe for disaster.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter.
Boy, I tell you, you take a look at the Hornets roster from last year, and a lot of players shot under 40% from the floor. Not end of the rotation guys either. I mean, players that saw heavy minutes just casting up brick after brick.
Just 5 on the clock. And here's Gallinari outside.
He's been an absolute non-factor. Zero factor this game. Just a horrible performance from him.
That's a 2 from Lillard. They get it back. And the shot's good from Nene.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
The pass to Gobert. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Gallinari pass to Nene. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, I tell you what, Nene is a man among boys down low. Remarkable physical power. And he's also got a tough mentality about him. Just a real rugged individual.
Catching up on the changes for Charlotte. David West, he's checked in for Gallinari. Johnson comes in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Korver in for Rose.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Henson puts up the baby hook. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. And getting back to Nene, an obvious inside player with great impact. He looks and plays like a man possessed. Yet through last season, Greg, he's never averaged as much as 8 rebounds a game.
And, you know, his true value is measured in intangibles at times, not just on the stat sheet. He does all the dirty work so others can shine.
Lillard attacking. Kicks it to West. Johnson, a wide open look. Korver gets a wide open look. Hits it from 3-point range. Korver's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Henson with the screen. Back to Payton. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's on to Tecumbo. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Carter Williams, he's checked in for Nene. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Payton again. It's Carter Williams. Lillard outside. Johnson the screen. And Lillard kicks to Carter Williams. Outside for Korver. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Korver's got 5 now. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Raptors lead by 6. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up.
You know, Dwayne Casey was once a player at Kentucky. Took me and whole Kentucky back in 1979. Actually got his coaching start at the school as well.
Toronto leading by 6. Carter Williams is out there with Kyle Korver. Then there's Gallinari. Then there's West. And it's Kidd-Gilchrist in at the 3. So that's the Hornets 5. Now here's Carter Williams. He feeds it to Gallinari. Clock at 6. Korver dishes to Gallinari. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
To the paint. Korver attacking. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
They started the game off tortoise-like, but their offense coming to life.
Yeah, they've got a little bit more pep in their step as they start to put together some rhythm.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Raptors?
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Nene, he's checked in for the Hornets. Rose comes in for Michael Carter-Williams.
Well, you know, you look at the Raptors, and they improved in a number of ways last season, but their bench play was one of their bigger improvements. I mean, they had one of the weaker benches in the league in 2014, but they flipped that around last year.
That's his first personal foul.
Yeah, he looked clumsy on that one. He was not going to get away with that.
Yeah, he climbed all over him. I mean, there's a picture of that one in the officiating manual, so clear, easy call.
Greg, one thing about the Raptors last year, they made the moves they needed to in order to be sure to fix their bench, strengthen their bench. It showed on paper and in person.
Yeah, credit that front office. In 2014, they had a bottom 5 bench in terms of scoring. Last season, they flipped that, became a top 5 bench in terms of that scoring, and even had the 6th man of the year leading the way.
Lou Williams. Gobert, the screen. It's tipped. And here we go with Kid Gilchrist heading to the hoop. Pull-up jumper. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Smart kicks to Gobert. It's deflected. Pass to Smart. Shoots the 3. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
And the Hornets call time here. Well, what a season it was for Mirotic last year. Came on stronger for the Chicago Bulls. Continued to improve. Effective in the playoffs. Really a joy to watch in his first year.
And interesting, so much hype going into the season was about Dougie McDermott.
Yes.
And whether or not he was going to be in the running for Rookie of the Year. It ended up being Mirotic. Most years, he could have walked away with that award.
Last game for the Raptors, they picked up the W against Indiana. Okafor with a screen on Rose. Payton drives in. Gobert comes up empty off the pick.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Now Payton, after Kyle Korver missing on that last three-pointer. Gobert, the pass to Payton. 6 on the shot clock. Over to the left wing. Here's Okafor. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got his 3rd assist on the night. In the corner, it's Kid Gilchrist. He kicks it to Nene. Outside Korver. Jacks up a 3. Korver missing again.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Right side Rose. Outside Korver. Launches it. The rebound by Middleton.
He's having a tough quarter, scoring the basketball and able to help them close this gap.
Smart kicks to Gobert. Here's Payton. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And with the time left, they still can go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to do it fast. They must hurry from here.
And it's Rose penetrating. Korver with it. Now guarded by Middleton. Clock at 4. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Pass to Payton. Back to Middleton. Gallinari. No good. And so we wrap up the first half. It's the Raptors leading by 6. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets fans.
And now the start of the second half. Neither. You look at Gallinari, what a contribution.
I just love the tenacity on the defensive side. I mean, his play on D has been a huge factor for them as he continues to get steal after steal.
And guys, as the game moves on, I think he should continue to be aggressive defensively to keep ball handlers off balance.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
Looking at the game, Gallinari has been happy. He has 9 points, and also those active hands of his have led to a pair of steals.
He can just change a game with his defense, and he's thrown off their rhythm completely the last several possessions.
And on the floor for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. They've got Smart. Antetokounmpo is out there with Okafor. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Gobert in the center position.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
The Raptors have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improve.
And when you think of Kid Gilchrist, one thing that comes to mind is intangibles. He has a desire and intensity and a will to win that elevates him to elite status.
Yeah, you know, he never will be a great shooter, and he's still working on his jump shot. But the intangibles, you talked about it, you add heart and tenacity to that. Every team wants a guy like that.
To the middle. Oh, trying for it. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. West comes in for Nene. And it's Johnson in for Gallinari. Then for the Raptors, Henson's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And Hardaway is subbed in for Chris Middleton. And again, Toronto no up.
And talking about Kip Gilchrist, yes, he's worked to fix his shooting form last season, but the real improvement was made on the boards. He averaged 7.5 rebounds a game in only 29 minutes of play. That is outstanding.
Smart dishes to Okafor. And stolen by Lillard. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saves a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see. And for Kid Gilchrist, he was accustomed to so much winning in high school, college, international competition. He's had a rough first 3 years in the NBA, making the playoffs only once in that time. But he's a real warrior, so that has to be killing him inside.
Hardaway passes to Mirotic.
2 points.
And the shot is good. Hardaway has got his first bucket in this one.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Left side Rose. Outside for Carter Williams. Shot clock at 6. And Elfrid Payton with the foul. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
And the Hornets making a change here. Korver's checked in. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Carter Williams. Johnson with a screen on Payton. 5 to shoot. Here's Korver. West trying to free himself up. Wow, way off on that one. To the left side wing. Here's Hardaway.
Oh, wow.
It's a beautiful jam.
Is it legal to have hops like that? I mean, how is that even possible?
Only one way to describe that, baby. Up high and down hard.
Elevation, imagination. He's got the premium package, fellas.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Jeff Withy, he's checked in for West. Alinari comes in for James Johnson. And it's Vaughn in for Carter Williams. Vaughn, the pass to Korver. Charlotte, no good that time either.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those. Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Here's Hardaway. Mirotic. And Kyle Korver picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Outside Hardaway. Raptors get it back. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Tries again. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Antetokounmpo's got 7. Well, the Raptors show they can be a force in offense once again. That was very clearly a strength of the team last year, Greg.
Yeah, and Toronto has a lot of guys that can hurt you in a variety of ways. They can score in the half court, but are really explosive enough to get out and run if teams want to push the tempo.
And Toronto making a change here. Middleton's checked in.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Henson dishes to Middleton. Offline with his 3.
You know, guys, another factor that made the Raptors so good on offense last year was their free throw shooting. I mean, they were second in the league and first in the East as they made over 78% of their foul shots.
Mirotic the screen. Payton drives in. Takes the 3. Mirotic's shot is off. Hornets trail by 9. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Charlotte moving it around. Vaughn can't get it to go.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
Very good. He's a thinking man's defender. Knows how to bother even the best shooters without being overly aggressive.
Payton kicks to Antetokounmpo. Mirotic has a wide open look. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Raptors lead by 12. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. That'll be a 5-second call.
Clearly a mental lapse and at an inopportune time.
Yeah, that's a terrible mistake, Greg, to make it any time, but it's really exacerbated when you make it at this time.
Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Nene is out there with West. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Rose in at the shooting guard. Passes it to Okafor. Inside. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate and embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
Middleton drives in. Another miss by Middleton.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
Now here's Hardaway. Middleton against Rose. 6 to shoot.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
Kyle Korver, who's checked in for Johnson. Lillard attacking. Looking to end his cold spell. Korver, no luck. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Middleton hits them both.
And boy, how good was Chris Middleton last season? I mean, always a deep shooter who could stretch the floor. He hits the weight room in the offseason and became a much stronger defender. Now, he's one of the more promising 3-and-D guys in the league.
Rose passes to Nene. Stolen by Middleton. Here's Hardaway.
Tim Hardaway.
Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got his 4th assist in this one. And for Chris Middleton last season, he went up in points, assists, rebounds, but went down in turnovers.
Boy, what an improvement for this young man. A late bloomer. I liked him when he was at Texas A&M, still growing into his body, playing with great confidence, and he can spray that thing from 3. I like his promise.
And Okafor slams it in.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
You're Smart. A quick shot there, and it's off target.
You love the closeout on that possession.
Excellent defense, active, and he made it a very tough shot for him.
Now here's Hardaway. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
And every once in a while, he'll show up and give you some great moves around the hoop.
Charlotte calls timeout. A big dip in performance here for the Hornets last year. In 2014, they were very tough to beat at home, and that was not the case in 2015.
Yeah, I mean, they struggled to string together those defensive runs at home. And in the end, that led to their less than stellar record.
Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is checked in for Charlotte. And Toronto also making a switch. Giannis Antetokounmpo is checked in for Hardaway. Stolen by Smart. Middleton inside the three-point line. And Gobert kicks to Middleton. Gets to the corner and buries it. Middleton's got 6 in the quarter.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Now, here's Lillard. Pocket 6. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by the Raptors. Gobert's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
And, you know, that record for the Hornets last year at home, they ended up going 19-22, 6 fewer wins than they had in 2014 when they last made the playoffs.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets dance team.
Charlotte calls timeout. They're losing by 21. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the final quarter. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Johnson, he's checked in for Nene. Alinari comes in for Kidd-Gilchrist. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Derrick Rose. And it's Vaughn in for Damian Lillard. The 3 from Korver. The shot no good. And Toronto will come the other way. Smart kicks to Middleton. Good, and Smart gets the assist. And that's 10 points for Chris Middleton.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Raptors.
But, Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And you always like to jump on your opponent early in a season series. This is just the first of 3 between these two teams, but a good win to go up 1-0 on the year against the Hornets.
Just a quality win, and you look at the box score and some really good numbers for Okafor. And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
First one falls for.
Boy, once again, the Raptors were able to put forth a really strong year. You know, the national media recognized it, and the Raptors picked up more and more of the spotlight marquee games as a result.
The Raptors making a switch here. Henson's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Mirotic comes in for Antetokounmpo. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Chris Middleton. And Shabazz Napier subbed in for Smart. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Guys, untidy. You've got to value the possession of the basketball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
And so it's Charlotte with it. Well, for a long time, Greg, the Raptors didn't have a lot of nationally broadcast games in the U.S. Seemed like a forgotten team at times, unfortunately.
Yeah, and you know what? A playoff drop is one of the ways that ended that factor. Also, the team plays an exciting brand of basketball. They're a division winner to go along with that. So you start adding those things up, and you see why the Raptors continue to get more and more coverage nationally.
Napier from deep.
And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have the range.
Yeah, you speaking from experience? We already know how good his range is. He shouldn't be firing from that deep.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They